You can start improving your relationship with money in 2 minutes or less. I'm Lindsay, Michigan's first financial therapist, and I totally understand how complicated money stuff can be, especially when it's wrapped up in these multi-step, super complicated tasks. But here is the good news. Not every money step has to be huge. In fact, that's why I'm calling this microdosing your financial habits. And in this context, when I'm talking about microdosing, I mean bite-sized actions that you can take toward overall financial wellness. Here are some ways you can practice microdosing financial wellness. You've probably heard me say this before, but I'm going to keep saying it, and I will continue to encourage you to do it. Rename your savings accounts. Instead of it being savings account 12345, which basically means nothing, rename it to something that works for you and is crystal clear to you as soon as you log in about what that account's purpose is for. Some ideas to help get your creative juices flowing are the out-of-office fund, the annual vacation account, or a new car account. Other things that I've heard when it comes to renaming the emergency fund are things like the cushion, the don't effing touch it account for future me, or impulse armor. So those are just some ideas to get you started. The second thing is to unsubscribe from sales or marketing emails. As a Gmail user, it will ask me whether or not I want to stay on somebody's list if I haven't opened their emails in a long time. That's a great low-lift place to get started. In the same vein, the next one is to delete those commerce and shopping apps from your phone. And I want to be really clear that in this context, when I'm saying a commerce app or a shopping app, I mean anything that is enticing you to spend money. For you, this might be a last-minute flight deals app that you have that is constantly pinging you with notifications, or you might be a sustainability queen and eBay is your number one temptress. Delete both of those. And if deleting the apps feels like too big of an ask, or it feels like I'm breaking your heart, then at least turn off those notifications. That can dial down the temptation to get that last minute flight or that pair of vintage shoes that you don't need but feel like you really need. We do not need constant reminders to spend because, quite frankly, they are all around us. The fourth thing is to track your financial wellness wins, and I want you to make this as easy as possible. You can literally type it into your notes app. You do not need a beautiful, pristine, leather-bound journal to track all of your financial wellness wins. This can literally be you typing into your phone, resisted impulse shopping when walking downtown, or something like packed lunch and ate it too. It doesn't have to be huge, but it can be something that is consistent and tells you, hey, you did a good job. You can do this as soon as you realize you've done that financial win, or you can choose a frequency that suits you and your routine best. When I'm working on a new habit, I'll often set a calendar reminder at the same time every day that just tells me the thing that I'm working on. So in this instance, it might be every night at 8 p.m. It'll say, don't forget, did you have a financial wellness win? Or don't forget, write down your financial wellness win. Number 5 is to organize your bag or your wallet. Literally take everything out, clean out those receipts, get rid of and cut up old credit cards that are expired. You will be so amazed at how much more relief you have when you open up your bag or your wallet and it's not bursting at the seams. And as a bonus, you may find things in there that are actually worth money. Case in point, the last time I dumped out my bag, I found that I had a gift card to a local wine shop that I hadn't yet used, and yay, free bottle of wine for me just for cleaning out my purse. Microdose habit number 6 is to log into just one financial account and actually look at things. Again, these are short wins. Set your timer for 2 minutes or 3 minutes and just take a look at what's going on and get in the habit of knowing what's happening in your checking account, what's happening in your savings account. Number 7 is to schedule recurring money dates with yourself, or if you're partnered, with your partner. I am not talking about doing a full money date. I have an entire resource dedicated to that you can either read, listen to, or watch the video of, but I'm saying just get in your phone and literally pick the dates that you are going to sit down and actually look at your money. I like to do them at least once a month, but at certain times in my life, I've done them once a quarter. So figure out what works for you, schedule them, and that is a great financial microdose for you. Number 8 is get all of your financial tasks out of your head and into your phone or onto a piece of paper. Again, make this as convenient as possible. You do do not need the exact right planner in order to write these things down. But if you find yourself constantly thinking, oh my gosh, I need to ... I need to roll over my 401k. I need to start an emergency fund. I need to make sure I close that old credit union account that I had from when I was in college out of state. Write those things down, put them somewhere so that when that anxiety spikes, you know, oh yeah, I have that somewhere else. It's not taking up precious real estate in my mind. And then as like a double bonus, maybe you can pop one of those tasks into your next money date. And the final tip I have for you, if everything feels overwhelming and maybe you did write down the things that you are supposed to do and you just don't even know how to prioritize or how to organize it, use the Eisenhower matrix. This is a square where every single task falls into a category of do now, do later, delegate, or delete. I go into this in much more depth in a related video and blog, so if you're curious about how I use that Eisenhower matrix to prioritize my financial tasks, you can check it out. I hope these 9 tips help you to see that improving your relationship with money isn't this huge, massive, insurmountable task. We can do this in small ways, and with these small wins, we also get those feel-good hormones when we complete a task. That's where we get our endorphins. So when you start to say, hey, I had a financial wellness win, or hey, I renamed that savings account to something that makes more sense for me, that feels really good and it is an accomplishment. It's not about overhauling every single thing all at once. It's really about creating these small, repeatable shifts that help you to see, hey, I am to be trusted with money. I do know what I'm doing, and I have some proof that I can complete some of these tasks. That's like the best way, honestly, to create that financial habit and to build that win. When we focus on what we can do in just a few minutes, we give our brains a chance to experience progress without pressure or perfection. And that is really the heart of these microdosing financial habits. So if you're feeling stuck, scattered, or just like overall tired, give yourself permission to pick like one thing off of this list that you can do by the end of today. I trust that you can do it. And I want to hear how it goes for you. You can drop in the comments which of these tips you're going to try out, how it felt for you. If maybe you hit pause halfway through and did it, I would love to hear what resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you keep receiving financial wellness tips, and I'll see you right here next time.